Going on, everybody? It's your boy Caleb, aka CBB only here. And today, and these games are actually today. We're gonna talk about today's Sweet 16 matchups because this video is definitely going up on a Friday, and it is currently Friday at a little past midnight. Thursday's games just ended. We'll have a full review, full breakdown of what we saw in the Sweet 16 after all these games, and probably sometime Saturday morning. But for now, we're going to get into all of these, what could be instant classics on Friday, aka today. Let's go. We're going to start things off with number 3 seed Kentucky taking on conference rival and longtime historic rival, number 2 Tennessee in the Midwest region. Well, Kentucky swept Tennessee this year, but this is a whole new ballpark we're talking about here. I'm going to focus strictly in the beginning of this on the second matchup between the two. One that Kentucky played without Jackson Robinson, who's out for the season, and obviously won't play in this matchup. Kentucky was able to defeat the Bulls by shooting 50% from the field and from free, despite losing the rebound battle, something that has been so crucial to Kentucky's current tournament success. Chaz Lanier also shot 0 for 7 for the Bulls in that contest, but lately he's been picking it up in a big way, averaging 24.5 points in his first 2 games in the tournament, including 29 on 6 made frees against Wofford. Chaz Lanier, he's just been shooting the ball lights out for the Bulls. That's something Kentucky really has yet to see from him in their 2 contests. On the other side, Kentucky's done a phenomenal job at forcing turnovers, despite being one of the worst teams in the country in that field during the regular season. It's been a incredible, miraculous turnaround, and quite frankly, the turnovers against Illinois are what won them that game. They were able to force a bunch of turnovers against Illinois, score a bunch of points off of turnovers, and that just helped them pull away multiple runs in the second half. Kobe Brea went on an 8-point run of his own. Kentucky opened the second half on, I believe, a 8-0, 10-0 run. But Kobe Brea's sharpshooting ability is going to be a major factor as well for the Cats, and when he's on, but he can just as quickly go cold. This is one of those matchups that you already know is going to be an absolute slugfest right down to the final whistle. Up next, we're going to take a look at number 6 Ole Miss versus number 2 Michigan State in the South region, and this is a game that really may come down to the boards. Both these teams like to play physical in the paint, and for Michigan State, that is looking very, very good for them. A top 10 team, over 40 rebounds a game. On the other side, Ole Miss, they're just a team that is just towards the bottom of the ranks when it comes to rebounding the ball. Ole Miss, in fact, is the number 314th offensive rebounding team and 204th defensive rebounding team. Either end of the court, they're not a good rebounding team. Also, Ole Miss, not a good shooting team. However, their defense on the shooting end, very, very good as well. Number 117 in the country, holding opponents to just 43% while shooting just 44% themselves. Trey Holloman and Jaden Akins, though, they have been on a burner for Michigan State, as has Jace Richardson. Those are a few guys that are going to have to get it going on the guard, and more so going to have to look at their cuts. Not as much operating around the perimeter, because this is a stingy Ole Miss Rebels defense when it comes to the perimeter. Sean Padula has been the guy for Ole Miss in his last 10, averaging 15. Has had some big moments so far through this tournament as well. Overall, this is a game that you're going to see a lot of missed shots and a lot of rebounding opportunities. And when it comes to that offensive rebounding and chance to get those second chance points up, Michigan State is just looking really, really good in that category. Next up, we had the matchup between the number 1 seed Auburn, number 1 overall seed in the tournament, and number 5 Michigan. Now, what this boils down to is, can Auburn keep clicking on all cylinders? They rallied back, won that Creighton game, pulled away from Creighton at the end. Everybody seemed to be clicking in that game for Auburn. Everybody on the floor was a threat. Everybody on the floor was a scorer, which is something you don't see a lot when you have the National Player of the Year, likely National Player of the Year favorite on your team in Janai Broome. Usually that's the guy you get the ball to, let him score, but everybody was scoring. But on the other side, Broome's going to have his handful just down low, hands full down low, because there is a menace in the paint and his name is Vladislav Golden for Michigan. Just had a career high 23 in the big win against Tennessee. The 7'1", 250-pound center is a force to be reckoned with. Leading scorer for the Wolverines this year, and Golden is just an absolute threat in the paint. Down low, he can get in there, score on you at will. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's the matchup that we've been anticipating. Broom versus Golden. And this is going to be a good one, but I don't know if Michigan just has enough firepower to contain the offensive and defensive ability of everybody who's out there on the floor at a time for Auburn. Next up, we had the matchup between number 4 Purdue and number 1 Houston in the Midwest region. Purdue operates with their high-powered guard combo Braden Smith, the nation's assist leader, as well as Fletcher Lawyer, a sharpshooter up top, but they do have the big man down low. Troy Kaufman-Renn, forced to be reckoned with down low in the paint. He's skying up, getting blocks, rebounding. This Purdue team excels at. So far, neither one of the games have even been close. They got pushed to the wire by High Point for most of the game, but after that, the McNeese game, like you see on the screen right now, just an absolute blowout. They really haven't dealt with a team yet, however, that has their sides, especially when it comes to Kaufman-Renn down low. But Houston, they have Roberts. I don't know why I couldn't get the name. They got Roberts down low. He is a force to be reckoned with. This Houston defense has just been incredible, making highlight plays, leading to turnovers. LJ Cryer's been lights out from deep range. Clutch shots back and forth. It seems every time, each end of the floor, this Houston team is just putting it up, going to work. Had a few clutch moments in that game against Gonzaga. Their defense made it not even close against SIUE, just allowing 40 points to them, winning that one 78-40, 38-point margin of victory. And the Gonzaga game, they kind of let slip away at the end when it mattered the most. Down low, that shot blocking ability, especially towards the end of the game for Houston, just came out. These bigs for Houston are no joke when it comes to going down low. See here, essentially game-winning, buzzer-beating, even though there's 2 seconds left, buzzer-beating block right there. And it's just this team down low is a force to be reckoned with, and it's going to be a battle for every board, for every layup.